Somebody asked me for a life update, so I'm gonna give y'all a life update. I really need to get back on YouTube. That's my bread and butter, y'all. I can't get with the TikTok and stuff. I don't know. I got a lot of, that's where I have the most followers, but I can't fucking stand TikTok. Y'all, I got a new camera. It's very tiny. I think I love this quality. I think I'm gonna like this one. But y'all asked me for a life update, so here it goes. Try not to be boring. Life has been good. Not great, but good. I got this headband on because I just left the gym, and for the past almost 2 months, that's all my life has consisted of, the gym. Trying to get my life together post baby loss. And there's a few things I want to talk about in this video, but I'm gonna go shower and wind down and then come back to y'all and talk to y'all about everything that's been going on in my life since I last came to y'all and update y'all post pregnancy loss, post finding out the man that I was dealing with is gay, and yeah, DL down low. Yeah, so let me take a shower. I'll be back. I'm gonna be back. Okay. Hi guys, I'm back. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a life update and tell y'all what's been going on. I need to figure out where I want to start because I have a few things, and I don't want to keep it too long because y'all, them last videos that I uploaded, oh my gosh, those story times, too damn long. Honestly, I just been working, literally working and going to the gym. All I do is work, go to the gym. Go to the gym like, honestly, on the best week, I go to the gym like 6 times a week because I take a class like almost every day. Bar 2 times a week, yoga 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I go to an upper body class. Sometimes I go to a total body class. Sometimes I go to cycling. I'm never doing that again. But I just been in the gym. And stressed out with work. Y'all, when I was pregnant, I actually got laid off from my job. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I got laid off from my job literally a week before I found out something was wrong with the baby. And I was already stressed out. And I didn't tell anybody I got laid off. I don't think, probably like, I don't know. Probably my cousin. I think I told my cousin. That's it at the time. But yeah, before I found out something was wrong with the baby, I got laid off from my job literally a week before. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I ended up getting a new job in February, y'all. And it's 2 days in the office. I have my own big office. It's like something I was meditating on and praying on. Like, I was literally praying for a job where I can have an office in Atlanta where I can meet people and engage. I was literally meditating on this because I was so tired of working from home for 5 years. It became so stagnant to me. My daily routine got, sluggish and lazy. So I was like, I need to go back in the office at least like once or twice a week. And I need to have my own office. God blessed me with everything I was meditating on, manifesting, and it turned out to be my worst nightmare. Okay. So, yeah, my job is really like stressful right now. So my days are just spent working. And then as soon as I can be done working, I just go straight to the gym. So it's just like, be careful what you ask God for or like what you pray for. I feel like that's the biggest lesson. Like, stop limiting yourself and stop thinking, okay, this is the next best thing for me. I want everybody to start meditating and like praying on what you really want, not the next best thing. Because for me, if I could do it all over, I would go to college for psychology. I would be a child psychologist helping children through trauma, cognitive behavior therapy, just helping kids overcome trauma because I experienced childhood trauma at an early age, and that's like my passion. I love kids. I was so excited to, finally be on the road to becoming a mother and having my own child that I could display as like just a manifestation of all that I've, grown to learn about life and, kids. So if I could do it all over, I would go to school for psychology, and I would be a child psychologist or a child therapist. And now I'm stuck in this career where I have no passion, and I'm in the corporate world. And I guess when you start nearing your late 30s, I'm at that wall where I'm like, this is not for me. So that's something I'm like thinking through right now. I'm literally kind of like at the point in my life where I will rather go be a server than to deal with the stuff I deal with in corporate America. I would literally, and let me not say that, but this is just, we were taught, I ain't gonna say we were taught, but me, when I was a little girl, I looked up to like the girls on the black women that were like executives in movies and big offices and businesses. And I was like, that's what I want to be. Like, think of, I can't think of that lady name. Think of Boomerang, the girl Eddie Murphy was dating, and she came in the office with her nice little suit and skirt. Or my favorite movie, Two Can Play That Game, Vivica Fox type of executive, you know, at her job. That's what I always aspired to be. And as I'm climbing the ladder to get there, I'm like, hell no. This is a mess. I'm burnt out. This is a mess. And I applaud our parents for doing it for so long. Well, my mom was a hairstylist, but like my dad, he's still working office. It's just like, me personally, I'm done. Like, as soon as I can get myself out of this, I am done. Like, this is a mess. This is a game. And a lot of young people are waking up to it, but this is a mess. So that's like a high stressor for me right now. I'm not even gonna lie. So be careful what you ask God for. Be like, God, if I could just get this. And you know me, I accepted the first offer I got after being laid off in December. I went 2 months without a job. February, got an offer. And you know, you got to do what you got to do. But what I thought I wanted as a child, the big, you know, climb up the corporate ladder, be the executive girl, it's just like, no. So that's another life update. New job, realizing corporate may not be for me. And the biggest thing I want to talk about is the fact that I am going through postpartum. So a lot of people don't tell you, like, if you miscarry a baby, if you lose a baby to like special circumstances like me, termination for medical reasons, had to just abruptly get my baby removed out of me at 14 weeks. Anytime a baby comes out of you, you are going to go through postpartum. So I'll insert a clip. 2 or 3 days after they took the baby out of me, my body reacted as if I had the baby. So my breasts swelled up 5 times the size they were. I had all the milk ready for the baby. I was having contractions for 7 days. And if you have an early term abortion or whatever, I think you like cramped for a few. I'm not sure. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But for me, I was having full-blown contractions. There was nothing ibuprofen 800s could do that they prescribed me. It was nothing anything could do. I was having contractions for like a few seconds. Some would last like it was like seconds to a minute all day. And there was nothing the ibuprofen 800s could do. So it was like so tough. Like, I've never had those before. And I see why women be losing it, like when they're giving birth, having those contractions, because that's nothing to play with. I literally was in the bed crying. Like, my cramps, I have horrible cramps on my period. Those don't even make me cry. Like, I have really bad cramps. I've always had them. But the contractions I was having are nothing like cramps. It's like cramps is like level 1. Contractions is like level 100. I was having contractions for 7 days. So after that, after my boobs swelling up, having contractions for all those days, when I got my first period, I felt like something was wrong with me. And I immediately called my doctor mentally. I guess this is like slowly when women slither into postpartum depression or the baby blues. I got like some severe type of mental I don't know, called my doctor. I had her order me some hormone testing. My prolactin levels came back really high. And she said my other hormones were normal for where I was in my period, because I got my hormones done while I was on my period, hormones checked while I was on my period. But I'm going to go get them rechecked, because the mental, what I was dealing with was just insane. And I guess it's, you know, I ain't going to say it was postpartum depression, but your hormones take a while to get back readjusted after you have a child, or if you lose a child late term, or, you know, termination for medical reason, whatever. I'm not the same. I feel like I'm very different. I'm still not the same. Like, it's like I like to be isolated a lot now. I just like to be by myself. And now every time I get my period, the hormone changes are super drastic. Like, now it has me looking up stuff like PMDD. What is it? I don't know. Premenstrual dysphoric. I don't know what it's called. But now when I get my period, I'm going through that quick emotion change as soon as my period, the week before my period comes now. It's just so much has like changed about me. Like, oh my gosh. So I am going through postpartum. I know it takes your hormones a while to come back normal. So I've just been going through it, y'all. And then the thing about, not even just like, I'm okay, but woo! Like the other Sunday, y'all, just drove myself to my grandma's house. Because I'm like, I just need to be around what feels safe, what feels good to me. Let me just get my mind off of it. I've never experienced, I don't know what I'm experiencing now. And I can only imagine what moms who actually have their baby experience, you know, in a time like this. So I couldn't imagine dealing with these changing hormones, emotions, body changes with a baby crying, screaming. So shout out to all the moms. And yeah, so yeah, I've been going through postpartum. Another thing I didn't realize was weight gain after pregnancy. So I can't say that I put on a lot of weight while I was pregnant, because I wasn't really eating much. But I gained weight after losing the baby. And it is having a hard time coming off. So that's why I've been in the gym so much, trying to work on my body, because it is having a hard time coming off. Like, I just feel like when you hit your late 20s or 30s, whatever, your check engine light comes on with your body. So you get tested for all these different vitamin deficiencies. You find out you're deficient in this, that, and the third. Develop mysterious, you know, symptoms. It's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Like, this has been a lot for me. And woo, honey, I'm going through that realization. Like, people probably, you know, have felt sorry for me when I was going through it. But the reality is, life goes on and don't nobody really care for real. Like, you know, I still got to go to baby showers. People are still coming to me with their pregnancy announcements. And it's like, I don't want to say nobody ain't thinking about how I'm feeling, but it's just like my cousin, I applaud him, because me and his girlfriend had the same due date almost. And he waited to tell me that their baby shower was happening. He let some time go by before he told everybody else. Then he told me, and I thank him for that. But even at the baby shower I went to last weekend, I was like trying to like fight back tears, so I just got real drunk. But yeah, it's like a reality. Like, nobody really cares. Nobody ain't gonna really like feel it but me, because it was my baby. So I'm not gonna cry. Nobody ain't gonna understand what I'm going through, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, people that have abortions or stuff, they could try and relate to you, But it's such a unique situation, a termination for medical reasons. Like, hey, your baby, your fetus is gonna die any day inside of you, so you might as well, you know, take the baby out now. So it's like, you got women who, I just knocked my nose ring out. You got women who, like, you know, they'll have just like an abortion because it's not the right time or whatever, whatever. But, you know, my situation was very, like, different. So, and it's like, and the world kept spinning. So, you know, I still got to congratulate everybody else on their wins, their pregnancies, and show up for them. But it's just like, it's hard. And then still having to go through postpartum with no baby. That's like tough. So honestly, I've just been keeping up good though. I found like a lot of relief in going to my yoga classes 2 to 3 times a week, going to my bar classes. I love bar. Twice a week. Doing weight training in between. Trying out different classes. I said I'm going to try out the kickboxing class. They have a turbo kick class. I want to go to like a Billy Banks. What's his name? Billy Blanks? I can't remember. Taibo. I want to go to like a Taibo style class. Bar kind of feels like it, but I want something else, like extra. So I think I'm going to try out the turbo kick class either this week or next. What else? I think I got 2 more things to touch on because I got to go to bed because guess what? Your girl got to work in the office tomorrow and I have a jam-packed schedule. But outside of that, the last 2 things I want to talk about is dating and friendships. I think the older you get, the wiser you become. And like recently I had to let go of friends that I've been friends with all my life just because it's like, you know, you come to the realization like, you really don't like me. So, I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, like, I don't know, in your late 20s or 30s or 40s, whatever. Because I know a lot of older people watch me. But just those friendships you've had since like a childhood and you just got to let them people go. Like, I had to do that after pregnancy because pregnancy like really showed me like some people just want to be around you to like feed off your energy like a vampire. And when you not in turn up environments or when you not, I don't know, drinking or partying, it's like they be nowhere to be found. And then like, so when you're friends with someone for so long and you let so much stuff slide, like throughout the years, like betrayal or backstabbing or whatever it be, and you like, man, we've been friends for so long, we might as well figure it out. And it just happened like over and over and over again. And it's funny the things people say about you, like when y'all fall out, or just hearing the things that come out their mouth. Like I just let a friendship go like from childhood, and one of the things that she said was something along the lines of, your life always been miserable. So me and my other homegirl talking about it. She's like, yeah, she always thought that then. And it's like, I be trying to figure out like what's miserable. Like, I mean, like, I'm an open person, so I open up like about everything that I go through. Y'all know everything. But I say the hard part out loud that most people are too ashamed to say. So I'm like, I was trying to find the misery. I was trying to like find it. So I'm like, okay, I lost my mom at a young age. I had unsuccessful relationships with men on their part. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but on their part. Granted, men I shouldn't even been with. Like, whether that be personality, money, whatever. Shouldn't even have been in his face. Anyway. And I just lost my baby. So I lost my mom, lost my baby, and haven't had a good relationship. I guess, you know, that's miserable. Because I went to school, graduated college, you know, make my family proud, take care of myself. I'm not a burden, you know, to anybody. Try to keep my head held high, treat everybody with respect. Try not to backstab people. Try not to, I don't know. Y'all would have seen me laugh, cry, scream, fuss. It's all a part of this journey called life. But I was literally trying to find the misery because I be having a time, you know, regardless. I'm grateful for all of my life experiences because the good, the bad, it's always taught me something, and it's helped mold me into who I am today. So, yeah. Letting go of friendships is like another thing I had to do recently. Like, shit just don't align no more. And a lot of people like to be around you, but they really hate your guts. Like, hate you. But they'll be around you for so long as if it's beneficial to them. I forgot. I didn't even realize y'all can see my damn closet. But, yeah. And then the last thing is dating. So, yeah, I've been not really caring about that. I started talking to this dude who randomly DM'd me one night. We followed each other a year ago because he went viral on TikTok, and I was like, woo! And we followed each other last year. As soon as that shit went viral, and we never spoke. So I had to unfollow him because y'all know I only follow people I know on Instagram. I had to unfollow him because I'm like, we ain't gonna speak. Yeah, ain't no point in following you. And he randomly DM'd me like a month and a half ago. And I started talking to him. He asked me for a chance, give him a chance, blah, blah, blah. And I got myself up out of there in 3 weeks. Ooh. It wasn't bad, but I know what I want. And I'm trying to do better, y'all. So I just pulled myself up out of there in 3 weeks. The communication just wasn't right. And I could tell I wasn't the only one. I was probably one of few. So I just go ahead and pick myself up on out of there. No, ma'am. And then that's it. Honestly, I have been off and on with my ex as well for like years. And that's the ex that I posted last on here. So that was like, what, 2019, 2020? We've been off and on for years. Like, he always somewhere around. Somewhere he always there. But I'm also at the point where I want to let that go too. Because I feel like that's hindering me from experiencing real love. I need to get him up out of there. He always be like, when he found out I was pregnant, he like, how you gonna let another man get you pregnant? Mind y'all, he have a child. He date all type of women. And he like, how you gonna let somebody else get you pregnant? And he like, it's gonna be us in the end. It's gonna be us forever. I'm just not ready to be locked down. Y'all, it's just like childish stuff. Like, I'm at the point where I'm just so over the little kid game. We're not in college anymore. We've been broken up for 5 years. Yeah, we've been broken up for 5 years, April. So it's like, why? Year after year. I done took a trip with him in 2023. He'd be around when I moved. He'd be there helping me move in. After the baby stuff, he was around. And I just noticed, like, dang, boy, you ain't never gonna change. And I had an epiphany, like, I gotta close this cycle for good. Because, like, he's never gonna change. And it's like, ain't nothing I can do about that. He's never gonna change. So, my dating roster has been wiped clean. And I don't really care because my focus is like my gym goals right now and figuring out my purpose when it comes to my career. What is it? What do they call it? My Ikagi? No, I'm saying that wrong. My Ikigai. My Ikigai. I think that's how you say it. Figuring out my purpose when it comes to what I love, what I care about, and what I can turn into a different career. So health, fitness, and what I love is like what I've been focused on. Like dating, that shit can take a backseat. I'm trying to make some more money. I want to be rich. I don't want my dad to work. Like, and I just be like beating my head every day, like trying to formulate all my ideas and like bring them into one. So it's like my eggs and all that stuff. It's just like a distraction. I'm tired of dealing with it. Save the I love yous. Save the we're gonna be together in the end. Save it. Save it for David. There's money to be made. I hope y'all can't see inside my nose because it's running. But yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna close out my life update. I know y'all probably tired of listening to me rants. But yeah, everything is good. My main focus right now is career and fitness. Trying to heal from the pregnancy loss. Oh, I did go to Miami for my birthday. And I did get the baby's name tattooed on me. It's so funny because I lost the baby at 14 weeks. At 10 weeks, I could have found out the gender through the early blood work that they do to test for like genetic disorders, and they tell you your gender. And I said, no, I'm gonna wait until the end and find out what my baby is. So I had already had a girl name and a boy name picked out, but something just tells me my baby was a girl. So I went ahead and got my baby's name tattooed on me in Miami. And it's so cute. I can show you guys. Wait, I'm trying to show you. Okay, so that's my baby's name. 2 flowers. The first date is fading already. I gotta get that redone. It's the date I lost the baby, and the second date is my due date. So her name was Lily. And the first flower is a lotus. The second one is a lily. And she was due on June 28th, 2025. So, yeah, I went to Miami with Alex and my friends. Got that. So, yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. I forgot. I almost forgot to show y'all. But, yeah, I got the baby's name tattooed on me. And, yeah. I just got a new camera, so hopefully I'm gonna give y'all some more videos. Like I always say that, and then I just stop posting. But I think I like this camera. I think I'm gonna edit it, and we're gonna see if this part gets uploaded. If it does, I like the camera, and I'm gonna start back fucking posting because I feel like YouTube is like my bread and butter. Like TikTok, everybody's fake on there, fake morning routines. But I don't want to bore y'all and just be sitting here talking, so I gotta talk through what I want to do. But sister girl gotta go to office in the morning, so I will see y'all sometime. Oh, and another thing, y'all, I'm losing my hair right here. But anyway, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed my life update. If you can relate on anything when it comes to anything I talked about, whether that be child loss, whether that be friendships, dating, career, let me know. Dealing with a DL man, ew, let me know, y'all. But I'm about to get ready for bed because I do have work tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a work vlog. I don't know. Talk to y'all later. I got my bonnet on, but I got one more thing to say. I'm so sorry. Before I close out the video, the main thing that I did want to say that just came to my mind, I thought I'd stop filming and put my bonnet on, was I lost it. No, I'm playing. But like losing a child, I mean not a child, but dealing with pregnancy loss or losing a baby, that's something like that's gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say it's gonna change you forever. So it's like I had to get to the point where I had to tell myself, like, I'm gonna continue to feel emotions and cry about this. Like my mother died in 2009. When I think about my mom, I still cry. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she still cries about my mom to this day. My mom died in 2009. It's 2025. So it's like, it's something you're never gonna, you know what I'm saying, fully get over. So coming to terms with that, it's just like one of the things that, you know, I've come to terms with it. So I give myself grace. And I know other people may be tired of me speaking about pregnancy loss, but it impacts you significantly. So yeah, but I'm gonna have me some tea before I go to bed. And I did want to show y'all my teeth. This looks non-aesthetic. Oh my god, look at my face. I don't got no lashes. But tonight I'm gonna do peppermint tea because I have not had a bowel movement today. And I'm praying that this is gonna help me. But y'all, ignore all the little Trader Joe's chips. But I love like teas, like my dandelion roots, my chamomile green tea, country peach, my detox green. I love this one. And my spearmint, my stress relief, my nettle, my 99, my raspberry leaf. I got ginkgo biloba somewhere in the back. Another green tea, some horsetail teas, collagen. But yeah, I'm about to make me some tea. It is something I will forever be indebted with. And fuck that man. He's going to prison, literally.